Hey guys, welcome to today's tutorial. Thank you for clicking on the channel and tuning in. Today's video is a very special. It's been in the works for weeks now. It is a collab video with Juliet Uzo, and if you don't know who she is the winner of the Great British Sewing Bee. I forgot the season, but I'll put it up on the screen for you guys. Anyways, she has this thing on her channel where she does fabric scrap busting. Basically, you get 1 yard of fabric and you make something out of it. So we decided to do that. When you're done here, please do go over to her channel and see what that's about. Well, as for me, I learned quite a lot doing this. I learned that, first of all, if you're trying to make something one scrap of fabric, picking up something border print is totally out of it. And like, full disclosure, I didn't use exactly 1 yard of fabric. I used like 1.25 yards. Minor differences, but you know. Anyways, I hope you guys check out the channel. I do wear the jacket at the end of the video so you can see what it looks like on. And if you didn't know, this is the Chinaja sewing space where you learn to style the border for your dreams. And without further ado, let's get on with the tutorial. Okay guys, this is the part of the tutorial where we cut up our patterns, right? Do the adjustment. But I just wanted to show you guys the fabric that we will be using today, and along with it there will be a zip, and that's about it. Just a zip for the center front. This might not end up being the zip that we use, but I just thought I'll put something here for you guys. Okay, we will be making, it's just going to be a simple, easy, quick make. Just a jacket, not even a jacket, it's like a crop top. Yeah, so I will do that, and yeah, let's get pattern adjusting. So these are our patterns. This is our front, this sleeve, and this is the back. And honestly guys, you can tell what side pattern it is from the darts. Usually the front has a bust dart or a long shoulder dart and this center front dart here. Then the back will have this dart and this top one at the front here. Okay, put that aside. Let's start with the sleeve. I am not doing much to the sleeve. Okay, it is basically going to remain the way it is, except that I think we'll just make it slightly wide at the hem, right? And I want to go for a wide hem, right? Maybe like a 2-3 inch hem. Then also for the back, nothing is changing. We will cut this on fold, right? We'll keep in this dart, and there will be a slight curve because boxy shapes don't really work on me. Okay, so there will be a slight curve. I'm liking this already. Now this is the front pattern. Again, nothing is changing here with regards to the dart placement, but we'll be cutting 2 of this because the zip, let me make that bigger so you can see. We'll be cutting 2 of this because this will have a separating zip at the front, and it's also going to have this high neck kind of thing going on. And I've decided I also want to make it have a wide hem, right? Maybe a 2 inch hem. Okay, very simple. My front and my back patterns all cut out. Nothing really much. I have interfaced the front where the zip will be, right? And the sleeves are not here right now because I haven't cut out the sleeves. It turns out that this 1 yard of fabric thing I didn't figure out so well, but I want to sew these parts up before I cut out the sleeves. Just guys, On to the sewing part, because this is going to be over in such a short time. We're not really doing much. It's just a straight, simple top. Okay, guys? Okay, guys. I've transferred my darts onto the fabric. This is the back. This is the front. So I will just pin it up and get to sewing, just so that we can get through with this tutorial. It's very easy. We should be done in a couple of hours. Hey guys, I want to apologize ahead of time if you hear any construction work going on. It couldn't be helped, and that is that. The show has to go on. But yeah, this is the back pattern. The darts are all sewn in, right? And these are my front patterns with the darts also sewn in. Okay, so now we're just going to join the shoulder seams and the side seams. Like I told you guys, this is such a quick make. We will join them up and I'll come back and show you guys everything, because then the main thing to do with this top is to sew the separating zipper. So I'll join the side and the shoulder seams and get back and show you guys everything. Okay guys, so this is our top pattern all sewn up, and you can actually call this like a semi-fitted jacket. You know, you could wear some, you could zip it down, wear something under it, you know, or you could just wear it as is. But the shoulder and the side seams have been sewn up, so now the only thing left to do is to sew on the sleeves and attach the zip. All right, and we are going, like I told you guys in the beginning, I'm not sure if that zip that I showed you guys at the beginning of the videos was zip I'm going to use, but I've decided to use this zip. Right, it's going to be a separating zipper, so just the nice silver teeth will be showing. Then also, I haven't mentioned, but I really don't know what I'm going to do to finish up the neckline. I don't want to use the facing. I might end up just doing bias binding, you know, round. And also, most tops, when you find them like have separating zippers, the zip is just naked on the inside, and I don't like that kind of look. I like my insides being finished properly. So I also might use bias binding. I'll just sew that on top here, so that it gives the inside a clean finish. Then I don't know how that will play into the hem, but this is a journey that we are both taking. Like I said, I've never done anything with like 1 yard before. Then this is our sleeve pattern. It's just a regular sleeve. It's going to be a 3/4 sleeve, and you all have seen sleeves before. There's really nothing different about it. So yeah, I will sew on the sleeves off camera, but I will come back and show you guys how we attach the separating. You guys will see me attaching the separating zipper. Okay, alrighty then. Okay guys, we will now commence with attaching a separating zipper. Right, you can see it has that bit on the end. That means it separates, and we have already done the prep work. So for this separating zipper, I am using a 1-inch seam allowance. You can decide to use a 1/2-inch seam allowance if you wanted to, but for this project, if you can remember, we used a 1-inch seam allowance on the center front. Then I have also folded in my hem. I haven't sewn it up yet. I've just ironed it in so that I have a good idea of where I want the seam to end, right? So that it is going to look like this at the end of the day, right? Okay, the first thing we're going to do is measure the length where we want our zipper to end. Right now, as you can see, the fabric ends right here, but I have marked here on my zip on both sides, right? Because we are going to be sewing with a 1/2 inch seam allowance right here, okay? So that is the main prep work that you need to do. Okay guys, for the next part, we have separated our zipper. Was in here like this, we've separated it. And now we're going to fit it, because at the end of the day we want it looking like this. So now we're just gonna hold it this way, the way we want it to end up, and pinch the seam allowance from the back, and then we will just pin it before we stay stitch it. Okay, so I'll just get my pin. So as you guys can see, I have pinned everything. Okay, now we are going to stay stitch so that everything is secured while we are sewing on the separating zipper. And please don't feel like you have to, like you can skip this step and just do it with the pins. Trust me, stay stitch. Okay, and after that we will just go ahead and sew in on this crease line that we have already formed with our iron. Okay. Okay guys, as you can see, we have sewn on this part, and this was the look I was going for with my invisible zipper. I just really wanted only the teeth to show. All right, so the next step will be to do the same thing but on the other side. We will go through exactly the same thing that we did. We will fold the fabric on like this and pin it, right? Then sew a stay stitch, then sew on this stitch. It's exactly the same thing. So I'll come back when I'm done with it and show you guys. Okay guys, so we have sewn up our zip, and we will just slide it in. Make sure it gets all the way, make sure it gets all the way into the bottom, and we will just slide our zip on up to the top, and yay, we have installed a separating zipper. Okay guys, remember I told you that for most people, when they sew their invisibles, their separating zipper, they just leave this zipper tape here exposed, and I don't like that look. So remember I told you guys I was gonna do some bias binding finish in there. So the plan is to chop off this excess, right? Let's say it's gone like that. Then I will sandwich this in here, right? And just do like a Hong Kong finish. And I think that will just make it look all the nicer. And because of the yardage we're playing with, I still have some fabric left. You can use your leftover fabric, or you can just take like maybe like some spare bias binding if you have, you know, and just do that. It will also make like a nice contrast on the insides, but I don't want to do that. I just want to use my leftover fabric. Okay, so let me start by chopping off this excess here. So now you see what the inside looks like. I'll show you. So on the inside it would look like this. And on the outside, just love the clean finish that it gives. So we'll do the same thing to the other side and come back and talk about the hem. Hey guys, again I apologize for the noise. there's construction going on where I live. And so for hemming, I'm going to turn over 1 inch, but I will just fold in there so that it doesn't come out at the ends. So fold that up this way and just sew right down. Okay guys, we have successfully sewn on our hem. Open up the beauty for you guys again. Okay, and we'll zip it up again. Zip it all the way up. Okay guys, we're done attaching sewing up our hemline, right? And I'm sure you guys saw how it was. So the next thing that I'm going to do, but I'll do it off camera, is to sew on the sleeves. I'm sure you guys have seen how to sew on sleeves a dozen of times. And also I will now create a bias binding and clean up this neckline, right? I'm just gonna do a regular sew 1/2 inch here, fold over and sew another 1/2 inch. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed the tutorial. Next clip now, I'll be modeling it for you guys. Okay, this is the crop jacket. You know, it's not really a bomber jacket, but it's a crop jacket, at least for me. So this is it with the 3/4 sleeves that we ended up doing and the separating zipper thing. And this is what it looks like, all zipped up. I really hope you guys like the tutorial. And like I said, check out Juliet Uzo's take on using just 1 yard of fabric. I really learned a lot from this project, like I said. But in this tutorial, I also teach you guys how to do the separating zipper. I have a tutorial on how to fix separating zippers and other zippers on the channel. So I will see you guys over there, and peace.